Okay, so let's jump into this real estate market and see what is going on. Let's see, I picked four counties: Calvert County, Montgomery, Charles, and Prince George's. So we're going to start out in Calvert County. And basically what I have checked off on these boxes is this is pricing strategy, especially you for sale by owners. If your pricing isn't right, and I call it what's sexy and what's not, you know, you want to have a sexy price on your home, a price that is going to sell, a price that is going to get you an offer, hopefully within the first 10 days of it being on the market. Because what's not sexy is a home that sits and sits and sits for more than 30 days, and you go into 61, 91, 120 days. Really, you don't ever want to be here. And if you do allow yourself to get to this point, you it's a wrap. You might as well just take whatever offers are coming to you, because what people are saying about your home is that it's not as sexy as you think it is. Um, Sorry about that. It's not as sexy as you think it is. Either your home itself is unattractive, maybe it's unattractive on the inside or on the outside. Maybe you need to do upgrades to your home. Um, maybe you have things that need to be fixed, and you see them every day and it seems like it's okay to you, but what people are telling you is, hey, your home isn't as sexy as you think it is. And it could be also your price. First of all, if a home isn't selling, you look at the price. Is it priced right? Is it overpriced? If it's overpriced, you'll be able to tell immediately, but that's why you also should do the coming soon analysis, so that you make sure that you're not overpricing your house. And for you, for sell by owners, you definitely should be watching the market, because just because your neighbor house sold for X amount of dollars does not mean that your house is going to sell for that price or that it's that sexy, because the market is going to tell you what your home is worth. And when I say market, I mean buyers. Buyers are going to tell you. So if you're offended at the offers that you're getting, then you need to look at what's going on, how you priced it. Do you have a pricing strategy? Were you following the market? You probably weren't, and that's why your home is sitting. And the longer it sits, the more unattractive it is. So Calvert County. So we're seeing, and I just went back the last 3 months. So November, December, January. We don't have the numbers for February, at least not in this charting system. But if I were looking at February, I would just go straight into the MLS and pull some stats. So what we're looking at is homes, how many homes um, are sitting on the market. The purple is 1 to 10 days. So you're seeing 35, 9, 6, 3. So most of the homes in Calvert County, you can pretty much say, let's see, are selling within 1 to 10 days, which is good. These numbers are pretty small. The yellow is 21 to 31 days. The red is 61 to 90 days. Green, 91 to 120, and then the purple, 121 to 80. And Calvert County, the homes always hold its value. Usually it's more rural area, and it's not as heavily populated as like Prince George's, Montgomery County. So now we go to Montgomery County, and 345 selling within the first 10 days, 263, 183. But there still are quite a bit that are not, because when you add these numbers, like say this is what 263, once you add the 66, the 34, the 21, and the 15 together, you know, you're almost coming up at about half of what this 263 is. Let's see, this is 183. So let's just see real quick with this. So we have 183 homes. And we have 42, 37, 17, and 12. So that comes out to 108. So you've got 183 here that are selling within 1 to 10 days, but then you have 108 that are sitting on the market for longer than that. So, I mean, these numbers aren't good. You know, none of these are really. Like, why are the homes sitting for so long? Charles County. I mean, now these numbers are high. You can see just, I mean, you don't even have to add these up. Like, why is this? This is almost neck and neck. And this is in January. And this is crazy. So how can you have, you've got 44 that did sell within 1 to 10 days. You've got 36. And so this is where we also come into what we call the expired list, which you don't want to be on. Yeah, there is a list. And so for all you homeowners out there and you're putting your house on the market, and this is when you start getting all the phone calls from the realtors that say, hey, I saw your home expired, or, you know, are you thinking about putting it back on the market, blah, blah, blah. And they start calling you like telemarketers because we can see that your home didn't sell. We know there's a reason why you put it on the market. So you wanted to sell your home. And we know that you're going to probably put it back on the market. So what we're going to do is call you and say, hey, you know, are you thinking about listing again? The sad thing is a lot of people who put their homes back on the market after it's expired, they're going to sit again for over 30 days. If your realtor is not bringing to you a pricing strategy, and when I say pricing strategy, I don't mean they're going to show you what Zillow says or realtor.com or any other kind of automated system, AI system. No, they need to have a specific algorithm that's going to show you, okay, how are we going to get you, you say your home is worth so much. And if you tell me your home is worth this amount and I say it's worth less, then you should be able to tell me, give me a reason to support your numbers. If you can't, yeah, sure, we can go with your numbers and it'll probably sit. Or we can use my algorithm and get you the best price. Don't be greedy. Remember, the market will always tell you what your home is worth. And when I say market, I mean buyers. They're going to tell you what your home is worth and whether your home is sexy or unattractive. So 36. So these are a lot of unattractive homes that are just sitting and sitting and sitting. They'll end up on the expired list, some of them. And once a home sits past 30 days, you're already telling the market that your home isn't worth the price tag you have on it. Some people are so offended by the offers that they get. Oh, that's not the offer I wanted. Well, guess what? You should go ahead and take it because that's really what your home is worth. You have to, if you haven't upgraded your home in like 10 years, trust and believe there's something. If you don't have a contractor come through and you know how we do the blue tape where you walk through a new home and you'll see blue tape everywhere, those are the things that need to be fixed. If you're thinking about putting your home on the market, have your friends walk through your home, give them a blue tape roll and start sticking stuff because they're going to find things that you thought looked okay or you've been walking by it every day, so you didn't notice it, right? Yeah. So yeah, I walk around with blue tape. And, you know, it's like, you don't want me to come to your house and start sticking blue tape on everything that I think needs to be fixed. However, you do need to talk with a real estate agent. so that don't go and start painting, and don't bring me in after you've made all your upgrades and renovations, because most of the times homeowners don't even know what's going to bring value to their home. They'll go out, they'll spend a bunch of money, and it's not going to bring you that much in return when you go to sell. If you've had any things that have been neglected for years that you've been putting off, if you've had renters in your house and you haven't been doing the yearly updates to your home that you should be doing, and now you're going to try to rush and do them all at one time, that's a lot of money, a ton of money that you're going to be wasting. So a home is a nurturing process. You're taking care of it. You are doing what needs to be done over a period of years, not just all at once. So you definitely want to talk to your agent, get their advice, see what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, and get that house priced correctly. So we're moving into Prince George's County. 243 in 10 days, 81, 35, 21, 17. These numbers are high. This is high, 180 within 1 to 10 days, 126, 31 to 60 days, 49, 61 to 90 days. These are high numbers because actually this is more than this. How much more? Let's see. This is crazy. And it's a hard pill to swallow. Let's be honest. After your house has sat for that long and all these people have trampled through it, and you have to make arrangements to be out of your house, and it's a huge inconvenience, and then it sits and sits and then it doesn't sell, and then you get frustrated. 220. This is 180. So there are more houses that are just sitting than more houses that are selling within the first 10 days. Not to mention the carrying costs, and not to mention the price drops. The more expensive the house, the higher price drop you're going to have. So think about it. I've heard owners saying, oh, well, let's just drop it like 5,000 or something. 5,000 isn't doing anything. That's not making a dent in anybody's bottom line when a buyer is thinking about mortgage payments. If you have a house that's, say, $500,000 and you've let it sit there and you're hitting the 30-day mark, you might as well think about dropping it 25,000. It's not 10,000 at that point, because, think about it. If it was 10,000, you probably were getting offers minus 10,000, and you didn't want to take them. So now, if you're going to continue to let it sit, you're not going to be dropping your price 10,000. You're going to be dropping it in increments of 25, and the higher the price, the more you're going to be decreasing the price. So this is 138 days. This is 106, 58, 24, and 14. So these numbers are horrible too. There's so much that goes into pricing. And if you want to be the sexy house on the block, the one that everybody wants to take home and put offers on, then you're going to have to, one, be strategic with your pricing, have a price plan. Two, get that house ready. It's horrible to walk into a house that has clutter from corner to corner, that, people can't see. It's a great home to you, but they can't see themselves in your home when all of your stuff is there. And what really, really irritates me, please get rid of your PII, personal identifying information. Nobody needs to see your family photos, how many children you have, none of that. Whether you're married or you're single, remember, these are strangers that you don't know walking through your house. You don't need to tell them a story, your whole life story. All they need to see is the house. They don't need to see the house with you in it. And they definitely don't need to see pictures of you and your, especially children. Why? Get those family pictures off of the wall. You never know who's walking through your house. Yes, they're walking through with an agent, but still, you don't know who's walking through your house. And whether you're there or not in the home when they're coming through, they don't need to see that. Take your PII, put it away. Remember, you're moving out of the house. The house should not look like you're still living there. Box all that stuff up, get a storage bin, hide it in the closets, do whatever you have to do. But remember, strategic pricing, sexy home. What do people see? Do they want to make an offer? If it's sexy, they're making an offer. They want to buy it immediately. If it's unattractive, they're going to leave it and they're not going to give you the price that you want. So this is what's happening in the market. A lot of homes just sitting there, sitting. Shouldn't be at all, but this is the market that we're in right now. So I am signing off right now. Just wanted to give you an update of what's going on in the market. And later on, I'll be talking about pricing strategies, what you need to consider when you are getting ready to put your home on the market. And of course, I'll be doing these updates on a weekly basis because you do want to see what's going on, especially if you're for sale by owner. You need to be watching the market. You can't just put your house out there and expect it to sell. Any real estate agent is going to be doing their due diligence, and what we see every day is not what you see. So keep that in mind. There is an art and a science behind selling your home and getting the offer and the best terms that you want for you and your family. Kelly J. Vaughn, Realtor with Samson Properties. Take care.